This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. This recording is by Mark Smith of Simpsonville, South Carolina. Uncle Remus by Joel Chandler Harris. Volume 4, His Sayings. Saying number 16. Uncle Remus preaches to a convert. "Dey tells me you done joined de church," said Uncle Remus to Pegleg Charley. "Yes, sir," responded Charley gravely. "Dat's so." "Well, I'm mighty glad of dat," remarked Uncle Remus with unction. "It's 'bout time dat I was 'spectin' fer to hear you in de chain gang, and 'stid of dat, hit's de church. Well, dey ain't no tellin' dese days where a nigger's gwineter lan'." "Yes," responded Charley, straightening himself up and speaking in a dignified tone. "Yes, I'm fixin' to do better. I'm preparin' fer to shake worldliness. I'm done quit 'sociatin' with dese white town boys. They've been a-goin' back on me too rapidly here lately, and now I am a-goin' back on dem." "Well, if you done had de 'sperience of it, I'm mighty glad. If you got religion, you better hol' on to it twel de last day in de mornin'. Hit's mighty good fer to carry roun' wid you in de daytime and likewise in de night time. Hit'll pay you more dan politics, and if you stands up like you oughter, hit'll last longer dan a bone fellum. But you wanter have one of dese yer old time grips, and you jest gotter shet your eyes and swing on like one of dese yer bull terrier dogs." "Oh, I'm goin' to stick, Uncle Remus. You kin put your money on dat. Dese town boys can't play no more of their games on me. I'm fixed. Can't you lend me a dime, Uncle Remus, to buy me a pie? I'm dat hongry dat my stomach is gittin' ready to go in moanin'." Uncle Remus eyed Charley curiously a moment, while the latter looked quietly at his timber toe. Finally the old man sighed and spoke. "How long is you been in de church, son?" "Mighty near a week," replied Charley. "Well, let me tell you dis now, 'fore you go any furder. You ain't been in dar long enough fer to go roun' takin' up contributions. Wait twel you git sorter seasoned like, and den I'll hunt roun' in my clothes and see if I can't run out a thrip or two for you. But don't you levy taxes too early." Charley laughed, and said he would let the old man off if he would treat to a watermelon. End of saying. Saying 17. As to education. As Uncle Remus came up Whitehall Street recently, he met a little colored boy carrying a slate and a number of books. Some words passed between them, but their exact purport will probably never be known. They were unpleasant, for the attention of a wandering policeman was called to the matter by hearing the old man bawl out, "Don't you come foolin' longer me, nigger. You are flippin' de sass at the wrong color. You kin go roun' here and sass these white people, and maybe they'll stand it, but when you come a-slingin' yo' jaw at a man that was gray when de farmin' days gin out, you better go and git your hide greased." "What's the matter, old man?" asked a sympathizing policeman. "Nothin', boss, 'ceptin' I ain't gwineter have no nigger chillun a whoopin' and a hollerin' at me when I'm goin' 'long de streets." "Oh, well, school children, you know how they are." "Dat's what make I say what I does. Dey better be home pickin' up chips. What a nigger gwineter larn outer books? I kin take a barrel stave and fling more sense into a nigger in 1 minute dan all de schoolhouses twixt dis and de state of Michigan. Don't talk, honey. With 1 barrel stave I can fairly lift the veil of ignorance." "Then you don't believe in education?" "Hit's de ruination of dis country. Look at my gal. De old woman sauntered to school last year, and now we dasn't hardly ax her for to carry the washin' home. She done gone beyond her business. I ain't larnt nothin' in books, and yet I can count all the money I gits. No use talkin', boss. Put a spellin' book in a nigger's hands, and right den and dere you loses the plow hand. I done had the 'sperience of it. End of saying. Saying number 18, a Temperance Reformer. "Here come Uncle Remus," said a well-dressed negro, who was standing on the sidewalk near James's bank recently, talking to a crowd of barbers. "Here come Uncle Remus. I bound he'll sign it." "You'll fling your money away if you bet on it," responded Uncle Remus. "I ain't turnin' nothin' loose on church 'scriptions. I wants money right now for to get a pint of meal." "'Tain't dat. An' I ain't helpin' for to bury nobody, much as I can do for to keep the breath in my own body." "'Tain't dat needer. An' I ain't puttin' my hand to no recommends. I'm feared for to say a polite word 'bout myself, an' I just know I ain't goin' round flatterin' up dese other niggers." "An' 'tain't dat," responded the darky, who held a paper in his hand. "We are gettin' up a good temperance lodge, an' we like to git your name." "Eh, honey, I done seen too much of dis nigger temperance. Dey stand up mighty square ontwell der dues commence to cramp 'em, and dey don't stand a racket wuth a dun. No longer'n yistiddy I seed one of de head men of dese yer temperance societies totin' water for a barroom. He had de water in a bucket, but dey ain't tellin' how much red liquor he was a totin'. G'long, chile, join your society and be good to yourself. I'm a gettin' too ole. Gimme 3 or 4 drams endurin' the day, and I'm mighty nigh as good a temperance man as the next un. I got to scuffle for somethin' to eat." End of saying.